Menu with some tender and juicy pork chops.
Stephanie and Tony Tantillo have a sweet and sour recipe that'll have you going back for seconds.
Okay, pork chops. Steffi's going to make me something that I love.
This is pork chops Agrodoce.
Tell me what that is.
So pork chops Agrodoce is a very southern Italian Sicilian sauce.
Okay.
It's a contrasting flavor. Agrodoce means sort of sweet and sour. So they do it a lot with peppers, but I love it on pork because it's so meaty, of course, and it just has a great flavor to hold up some contrast.
All right, let's get going. Come on, I'm hungry.
Okay, let's go over here and make it.
Let's go in the stove. Come on.
So the first thing we do with this is we're going to sear off the pork chops. Now in here we just have a good amount of olive oil and butter just to get them brown on the outside. See that? Now these are bone-in pork chops. Also important to remember. You want to make sure you get that one. And then when it gets brown, like this, you see it's already pretty much cooked on the surface a little bit deeper. We can start basting it in the Agrodoce sauce. Now Agrodoce is made up primarily of vinegar, butter, and some sweetness. So I like using, so you just do a nice base like this. I like using red wine vinegar, and because that's very acidic, the amount of butter and honey needs to be equal. Now that's going to soften it and it's going to sweeten it. And then we have some herbs with a little bit of olive oil. Just again, it's one of those sauces you really need to taste as you go, because depending on your ingredients, it could be a real shock if it's too sour. So we'll let this go. Overall, that's going to take about 5-10 minutes, but make sure you watch it.
They're done. Steffi's bringing it over to the counter.
You can definitely smell when they're done.
Look at this.
Yep. Now you see also the sauce has gotten a lot darker.
Yeah.
It's been caramelizing a lot. All the sugars are coming out. All right, and go ahead and take this out. Put it right here. The sauce gets very syrupy, and like I said, you can smell when it's done. And a hint with that is it stops smelling so vinegary and starts to smell a little bit sweeter. Let it rest about 10 minutes before you cut into it. Remember, they're mussels, and they have to relax a little bit, otherwise it's just going to...
Thank you, Bella.
That looks good.